Hello, family. I hope you guys are all doing wonderful and enjoying this very sleepy, kind of dreamy Pisces moon right now. And that's partially why I wanted to pull some messages, or Spirit told me, girl, you've been shuffling cards for yourself all day. It is time to do this. So here we are. And we're gonna do a pick a card. I know that while everyone is, I feel like most of us are home right now this weekend for some reason. And I just get this energy of planning and the anticipation towards 2022 and what that's gonna look like for us and what's gonna look different for us. So I wanted to do these messages based on some predictions for the end of the year. So these are 2021 end of year predictions from December 11th to December 31st, 2021. So I just want to cleanse the energy. Listen, this is when you kind of don't plan your videos well, because I don't want to burn myself. That's not cute. All right, y'all. So here we go. We have pile number 1, pile number 2, or pile number 3. I will give you guys a second. One, 2, or 3. All right, so let's get started with pile number 1. Spirit, we are calling on our angels, ancestors, spirit guides, ascended masters, like beings, like entities that serve the highest light and the greatest good. May everyone who is going to watch pile number 1, I call in your energy, spirit. What messages do they need to know? What predictions, what guidance is coming their way? What should they be on the lookout for the remainder of the year, spirit? What messages do you have for us? Pile number 1. Okay. What predictions do you have for pile number 1 from now until the end of the year? Oof, okay. It feels a little bit aggressive, y'all. All right, so we have into the unknown, wide open, gentle gardener, and heal the ouch. Let me just arrange this so you guys can see everything. So there's a few messages that I'm getting right now. With that aggressive energy, I feel like you guys are trying to force a situation or force a scenario or force an outcome or force clarity for the end of the year. And I don't think that you are going to get the clarity that you're specifically seeking, because whatever this thing is that is opening up for you, because it is here, there's something that is expanding. There's an area of your life that's expanding. Maybe it is your heart that's expanding to more possibilities, being open to more possibilities. But whatever that thing is something that is completely foreign to you. It's something that you haven't done before. So, and also the process is different, or maybe you're connecting with a different community or connecting with people that you are not used to working with. You're still trying to figure out what their work style is like, etc., etc. You're not going to have the full gist of whatever it is that you're seeking from now into the new year. Spirit is saying right now, you are supposed to be focusing on healing whatever fear that you have connected to this new thing. Kind of get your mind right and get ready for the change that is about to come, and be gentle with yourself. This is not a time for pile number 1 to be forcing situations. Spirit is saying that you are wise in a certain area. You're aged in a certain area. There's a lot of wisdom that you carry or that you've held. You know what you have to offer. You know what you have to bring to the table. So now is not the time to try to be cramming in information or cramming in something to make yourself seem more valuable or so that your price can go up. Your value already is what it is. Spirit just wants you to see that for yourself and prepare for this new experience that is on its way to you. focus on your healing right now. And some of these numbers might be important to you guys. 7, 42, 2, 38. All right, Spirit, what other predictions do you have for pile number 1 for the end of the year, Spirit? What messages? Oof. Okay. We have the devil that just flew out here in between the gentle gardener and heal the ouch. So Spirit is definitely speaking of you guys are going to be literally healing. By the end of this year, if you've been trying to break a habit, trying to break a specific cycle, a routine, a ritual, scheduling, whatever this thing is that you have committed yourself to, and you've acknowledged that you have this attachment to this thing, by the end of the year, you are going to get past that hump or fix that, work on detaching from whatever this thing is. You might also, some of you guys might be healing from a Capricorn, if this is a relationship, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or you could be healing from a situation that played out around this time last year. Okay, Spirit is also speaking. We have, I know you guys can't see all of, oops, is that a little bit better? Yes, okay. So you have the Page of Cups here, the Six of Pentacles, the Moon, the Knight of Cups, and the Three of Cups. I feel like some of you guys were healing a connection or attachment with a mom, or being almost too maternal. You might have been someone's healer and not really getting that. I feel like some of you guys are very nurturing and kind and sweet, and you might have given yourself, given too much of your energy or your emotional capacity to one specific situation. And this might be a pattern that you notice, that you tend to be someone's mother, or you tend to nurture situations maybe before you even nurture yourself or explore the parts of yourself that need healing. I think that you might be working through some of those things for the end of the year. I do feel like someone is going to get a surprise, whether there's some sort of surprise aspect coming in. Someone might be offering something to you, or someone might be unexpectedly asking you to be of service to them, to give them money, to help them out, to connect them with something. I feel like it's going to come out of the blue with this Page of Cups energy. There's some sort of resourcefulness that is happening, or people are trying to reach out to you before the end of the year to kind of get something done unexpectedly. Another thing that I'm seeing here with the Moon and the Nine of Cups, you guys are really going to be focusing on your heart chakra. You are going to be focusing on what is it do I want? What does my heart want? And also, is there anything that has been blocking my heart to receive what it is that I want? Are there certain things that I felt was impossible? Are there certain mindsets that I was holding on to based on my family and certain pessimism? I feel like you guys are healing through some generational trauma when it comes to pessimism, or even when it comes to certain attachments, whether that's like smoking or eating, or I feel like negativity is a big thing that you guys are healing through. Okay, Spirit, can you clarify on this Moon? Also, the Moon is Cancer, so we have Cancer and we have Capricorn energy here. There might have been something that you also dealt with during Cancer season, or that bothered you during Cancer season. Cancer season would have been what? I think July, right? I feel like Cancer season is month of July. I'm not that great. I'm not that great with that, clearly. But think about something that happened to you around July, something that was emotional, something that you had no idea how you were going to get through, how you were going to make it through. But somehow, here you are. So I feel like there's going to be some reflections around how you've been your own healer, how you've been able to heal yourself and learn about new gifts. And these are empathetic gifts or even spiritual gifts that you have. In fact, this might be the month, if you do have some sort of spiritual gifts that are opening up for you, this might be the month where you start to share it with the community. You might make that decision and say, it's time to share that. This is what we need right now. There's a demand with this, or you just feel it. I feel like with you guys, pile number one, are very much so in tune with your hearts right now, and operating from just an empathetic space of desire. All right, Spirit, can you clarify on this moon energy? Okay. You have the moon in the tower. So there is, back to this surprise element, there is going to be something that shakes an emotional awakening for you guys. Whether you unexpectedly get this gift or this offering, or you have this unexpected spiritual or emotional conversation with someone in your family or with one of your friends, there's going to be some sort of radical change or radical shift that really takes place in your heart center. And also your subconscious. I feel like you are healing you're healing your subconscious as well. With this tower moment, there might have been some sort of exchange, some sort of sudden shift that really helped you see things from a different perspective, really opened you up. There's some sort of experience before the end of the year that is going to open you up, open up your lens, open up your heart, stretch you open a little bit. And what's at the bottom of this card? The Lover. So this could be through a new form of commitment, a new relationship budding, a new business partnership budding, new commitments about you honoring your commitments and staying true to your own personal healing journey. You have the number 6. I believe next year is going to be the year of 6. So you might be focusing on your relationships, focusing on your connections, focusing on what it is that you want in a partnership. You had to go through some things. You had to go through some heartbreaks. You had to go through these unexpected changes where people didn't show up the way that you expected it to, or things didn't go the way that you expected it to. Those are certain things that you had to experience to bring you to this next commitment, to this next journey. Something that you have not even experienced before, something that you can't comprehend. Surprise, bitch. What is this tower moment, Spirit? What is this tower moment that you're speaking of with pile number 1? Oops. Actually, I'm going to use a different deck. All right, Spirit, what was this tower moment? Or what were some of these tower moments for pile number 1? I just heard apprehension. Something was questionable for you. For a lot of you guys, this was a health scare, or someone in your family got sick. And maybe that changed your perspective. Like, damn, I have to do things different. I have to live a different lifestyle. Or now it's time for me to step up and be the healer to this person, because maybe I have the empathetic tools or the spiritual tools or the intuitive tools to help get them through this thing. And that kind of changes, like, wow, I'm a healer. Pile number 1, you guys are recognizing that you're a healer. The other thing that just came through was thief. So something of yours might have been taken. Maybe that was where that pain came from. Something of yours was stolen or taken away from you unexpectedly. Maybe some money was taken away from you. Maybe you lent money to someone and they didn't give it back. And you realize, like, wow, what a blessing it is that I'm already abundant, that my plate is full. Thank God I didn't need this thing. It kind of shook me up because, of course, that's money that I could have used on Christmas shopping or whatever the fuck, like whatever you wanted to do with your money. It's like, damn, I could have done this thing, but thank God I have this this cushion. And in fact, there might be something that comes through that you get that money back. All right, Spirit, what other? You have constancy and death. So this could also be, a death in your family, or just changing paths. That Tower moment could have been that epiphany that happened during Scorpio season. Maybe this is maybe you decided to try a different path or do something new, take a leap of faith around Scorpio season, where all of these things were transforming, where we were switching jobs and we were doing all of the things that might have happened around October, November. Spirit says early November, late October. Okay. So what is the overall theme for pile number 1 from now until the end of the year? What is the overall theme for pile number 1 from now until the end of the year? Ooh. Okay, here we go, pile number 1. Not only is your heart open, but your sacral chakra is open. You are following your passions. You are going to decide by the end of the year to pursue this passion, to pursue this creative gift. There's something that you have the keys to. There's a flame inside of you that's been burning, and you can no longer let it burn. You have to acknowledge that flame. You have to nurture that flame and pay attention to that flame to make sure that shit does not burn out. You have to make sure that your flame doesn't burn out. And I think a part of that process is coming through with the Ten of Swords. There's some things that you have to look at from a higher perspective. I'm looking at this Ten of Swords and into the unknown. They don't know where they're going. There's some things that you have to release in order to pursue this new thing. And for some of you guys, this is a part of your path. This is your spiritual path, or this is your divine purpose or the divine plan that Spirit has for you. And if you choose not to take advantage of this opportunity, if you choose not to take advantage of this path that allows you to do what it is that you love, or I'm hearing invigorate, do this thing that invigorates you, it's refreshing to you, it stirs your curiosity, there might be something that Spirit does to shift you into that direction, where if you don't decide what it is that you need to release or what it is that you need to let go of in order to make space for this new thing, Spirit will make that space for you. But as always, we have free will, so it is entirely up to you what you choose to do. But just know that you cannot fight your karma, and you cannot fight the path that Spirit has laid out for you. And with that said, I love you guys. I hope that you enjoyed these messages. I hope that they resonated. Let me know in the comments, how are these messages resonating with you? Don't forget, do not believe in these scammers. Block these scammers, report these scammers. If you feel called to dive deeper, you can book a one-on-one session with me. Okay, love you guys. Take care. Okay, Spirit, what messages do you have for pile number 2? All right, is tarot very much ASMR for y'all too? Like, I just love shuffling. You might be listening to some ASMR, trying to find your peace. Spirit said you also trying to distract yourself as well. What's up? Y'all got a lot on your mind? Let's see. All right, Spirit. What messages do you have from pile number 2 from now until the end of the year, Spirit? I didn't even finish my sentence. What can pile number 2 expect from now until the end of the year, Spirit? Okay. First thing is passion. So you guys are going to be diving into your sacral space. You might be drinking that beet juice, connecting with beets. I'm also feeling like someone is making red raspberry leaf tea. Red raspberry leaf tea. Maybe that's what you need for those in pile number 2. Maybe you needed to hear that regarding menstruation. Okay. What else can we expect from pile number 2? From now until the end of the year. I feel like pile number 2, you guys are making something. You're crafting something. You might be an herbalist or a candle maker, or you make some, or maybe you are a skin therapist. You make skincare products or wellness products. There's something that you are, body butters. You're working with your hands to make something, crafting something that takes time. I feel like you're doing something that takes time. Oh, Spirit. You might feel called, okay, I haven't pulled any messages yet because Spirit is like, no, focus on this. You might feel called to make something now, whether you're going to make some sort of spiritual oil or conjure oil, and you're like, let me make it now so that I have it for the new year. It might be time to start thinking about what you're going to create in the new year. All right, Spirit. What else can we expect from pile number 2? Productivity. Okay. You guys are focused on scheduling. You guys are focused on getting all of your ducks in a row. You're really fine-tuning some of these habits. This productivity, I feel like you guys are watching. Some of you guys are DIYers or crafters in a sense, and I already felt that here. You might have some Pisces energy too. But I feel like you guys are supposed to be working on scheduling or creating some sort of sequence for yourself or laying things out for yourself for the year ahead. Or you're trying to see, how am I going to fit my passions? How am I going to fit these things that I learned to do, these new ideas, these new creative outlets? How am I going to fit that into my schedule? So I feel like you guys are going to, I'm hearing you're going to be making sense of it. What that means? I don't know. I don't know. But I know that Spirit said you're going to be making sense of it. You're going to be making sense of it. All right, Spirit. One more card from this deck for pile number 2. What else can we expect from pile number 2 from now until the end of the year? And y'all know, pile number 2, y'all are stubborn. Okay, last card is healing. Healing. So pile number 2, you guys are, I do feel like you guys are healers and conjurers. Or maybe this was a new gift that you're leaning into making things, leaning into creating your own healing concoctions. I'm just getting potions. It's very woo-woo, pile number 2. It's very woo-woo. All right. All right, Spirit. What messages do you have for pile number 2 from now until the end of the year? So you have Knight of Wands coming through, but it's in reverse. So I feel like you have this passion, but you're like, I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I feel like it's not productive enough. It's creative and it makes me feel good, but it's not productive enough. It doesn't compute. It doesn't make sense based on what I do for a living or what I get paid to do for a living. Maybe that's what some of the healing that's taking place with you guys by the end of the month, to see that what you do and what you make money from doesn't have to intersect with what you love, or maybe it does. But it's like you don't want to explore. It's like you already have it in your head that those are two different separate energies. You don't even want to explore or take that risk even, or move on that thing, or deepen your connection to that thing, because it's like, what if I end up really loving it? What if this ends up being the thing that I want to do for the rest of my life? How scary would that be? How scary would that be? Because that would mean that I spent all of this time doing X, Y, and Z, and I paid this much money for my degree, and I listened to my parents, and I did da. So I feel like you guys, pile number 2, some of you guys are battling between that. Battling between what your passions are and what it is that you love to do, and what makes money, what generates income for you and allows you to actually get shit done on a material level. You might be doing some unlearning. Maybe you come from, oof, look at this. The Fool, 4 of Swords, 7 of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. Let me lay this out here. Y'all know I kind of like to see everything for what it is. This is you sleeping on it. This Fool is this new passion that you have, this new creative spark, this new thing that, remember I said you don't want to take that risk? But Spirit's guiding you here. I think you just need to give yourself more time. I feel like if you take that risk before the end of the year, you may generate some sort of income. Or if you don't even have to take that risk and do the thing, but just make yourself open to it. And maybe Spirit will show you, okay, maybe this is something that I can, generate money from, or receive something in return, so that I'm not just doing this just to burn energy or just doing it for fun. And I think some of you guys are also in pile number 2, some of you guys are also realizing that your passions are supposed to be kept separate. It's not supposed to be something that you necessarily generate an income from or make a business out of. It's just supposed to be that thing that you do because you're busy. It's supposed to be a healing practice for you. It's supposed to be a mental wealth, a mental health or mental wellness or spiritual wellness ritual that allows you to kind of just unravel, is what I'm hearing, and just be free, so that you're not thinking about the day-to-day. But a lot of you guys in pile number 2 are going to be stepping into taking some risks and starting over. Spirit wants you might even be healing or doing some inner child healing as well. And the cool thing about that is what I always say, in order to really be connected to your purpose is not something that you seek. It's something that is always within you. So sometimes you have to kind of crawl into who your inner child was to get those breadcrumbs of what your purpose is and what that looked like once upon a time when you were free as a child and you didn't have those limitations from the adults in your life, the teachers in your life. Maybe they slept on you, or you slept on this gift, or you slept on this talent. And it's like, finally you found your heart center. Finally you're getting to this place where it makes sense. So maybe this year you actually took this risk. The Fool might not have been something that happened now or is going to happen. This could be the risk that you already took. And for a while, this thing was asleep. This thing was dormant within you. Or people were asleep on what you had to offer. You weren't getting a lot of activity. Things weren't really moving. But you still kept your ground and you still stayed centered. And I feel like before the year is up, you're going to get that reward. You're going to get that check. You're going to get that tangible thing that shows that your time was not wasted, that this is actually the path for you. It just takes time. You guys are learning patience and that it just takes time. All right, Spirit, can you clarify on the Fool? What is this Fool? What is this risk or new beginning coming through for pile number 2? Judgment. This is your purpose. There's something within you that has been asleep. It's been dormant. It's always been on your heart. It's always been a part of you. It's always been a piece of you. But there's something that disconnected you. There's something that disconnected you from your passion or the thing that you love or the person that you love. You were focused on getting to the bag. You were focused on building so that you can return to this one thing. You were focused on creating your own world so you can return to your heart space. And now the time is coming for you to wake up, for you to get up and do that thing. The judgment is an inner calling. The judgment is an unshakable sense. It's a feeling that I cannot prolong this anymore. I cannot stay asleep anymore. I can't be sleeping on my talents and my gifts and my passions anymore. It is a part of it is a part of your healing process to follow this calling from your guides, from your angels, from your ancestors. Wow. I'm getting like both of these energies with the Fool and the Judgment are so turquoise, so green. I feel like pile number 2, you might have gotten some clarity while being around a body of water, or maybe doing some sort of meditation, a heart meditation or third eye meditation. This change or this awakening might happen around December 20th, which I believe is around the full moon. I think the full moon is the 18th. Seven of Pentacles. There's something that you have been building. There's a seed that you guys have been planting, something that you've been working towards and putting all of your love and all of your attention. I feel like back to the hands. Some of you guys might be healers or work with your hands. Maybe you guys are therapists, masseuse. You are a nail artist. Reiki, I don't know if I already said that. But I feel like you do something with your hands. You build, you grow, you garden. You cultivate. You cultivate. I feel like you guys, some of you guys have grown a garden. You were growing something, and I feel like you might get your first harvest before the year is up. Yeah, you might get your first harvest before the year is up. Okay, Spirit. What other things can we expect for pile number 2? Ooh, excuse me. On top of Judgment, you have Prison that just came in reverse. So I feel like you guys were entrapped by this thing. It's something that it always returns to you. It's always been on your heart. It's always been in your mind. That's why this prison is here. It's like you have this calling so much where you're trying to turn it off, and your guides are just like, no, you can't turn this shit off because this is your purpose. This is what we're waking you up for. You keep thinking about it because you're supposed to be moving into that direction. You're supposed to be taking that risk. So you guys are really escaping certain mindsets. And I don't even just feel like this is about your passion. This is healing. This is healing generational traumas that were also stored within you, that were lying dormant within you. These would also be generational gifts that were deep within you. What else can we expect, Spirit, for pile number 2 from now until the end of the year? Gift. So there might be some sort of gift coming through, some offering that's coming through. It has the Ace of Pentacles, so this is something material. Maybe someone's going to be passing some jewelry down to you. This could be your own personal gifts that are starting to materialize. I feel like this is an actual gift. Let's see, Spirit. Let's just dive a little bit deeper for pile number 2. What are pile number 2's gifts? What are their gifts? What are pile number 2's gifts, Spirit? Okay. You have 5 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles. I feel like, I want to clarify. Can you clarify on this 5 of Pentacles? I feel like you guys have the ability to tap into certain subjects, to tap into certain things, to the point where maybe you almost isolate yourself. And that's actually, in this sense, it's a good thing that you don't get distracted by the outside world. You have this ability to kind of just zoom in and tap in and focus. What are pile number 2's gifts, Spirit? Spirit says you guys are very adaptable. You have the Tower and you have the Knight of Swords. I also feel like some of you guys, pile number 2, may have some sort of quote unquote mental illness, as they would quote it. Whether that be you deal with depression or you deal with anxiety or you have ADHD, ADD. And Spirit is actually saying that that's your gift. That is your gift. Your gift is in your sensitivity. Your gift is in your empathy. And you're very adaptable. This Tower shows me that you guys can manage change very easily. What's at the bottom of this deck is death. So, okay, this is oddly specific, but someone might have even had a near-death experience that caused some sort of spiritual awakening, within them. And maybe that was a catalyst for, damn, I have to follow this passion, or I have to follow this dream, or I have to follow this goal because life is too short. Or you had someone recently who passed away, and you are realizing like life is too short. Let me focus on what it is that I love and zoom in, focusing on myself. I feel like you guys are really going to be tapping in with yourself and detaching and healing from the expectations that other people have had for you, or the visions that other people have had for you. And your guides are saying that we are going to help you materialize something to let you know that you don't have to follow that path that doesn't align with your heart. If that's not something that aligns with you, you do not have to make that your absolute truth. There's something else that is really stirring your soul, that Spirit, your guides are calling you to pursue. And by the end of the year, you guys are going to have some clarity on what that is. So I hope these messages resonate. I love you guys. Let me know if they're hitting. To dive deeper, you can book a one-on-one session with me. I'm still booking readings from now for I think like the last 2 weeks of the year, and I'll take a break in January and get back to it the second week of January or the third week of January. I can't remember. But yeah, we still doing the work. So I love you guys. I hope that you have, I feel like you guys are sad. Someone's a Sag here, or a Capricorn, because I heard, I hope you have a happy birthday. So I hope you have a happy birthday, guys. Bye. Pile number 3, what's up, baby? Welcome to your end of the year, end of 2021 predictions. So we are calling on your energy, everyone that is going to tap in and listen to the messages of pile number 3. I ask for you to be fully present, take a few deep breaths. I feel like these messages are going to resonate with me too, because, I mean, look at this. I definitely would have picked this pile. So you are my cousin, you are my kindred for this reading. So let's get into it, Spirit. What messages do we have for pile number 3 from now until the end of the year? Okay, Spirit. What predictions and messages do we have for pile number 3 from now until the end of the year. There we go. On there, guys. Ooh, pile number 3. Okay, I feel like this deck is trying to speak. So get into it. Yeah, let's get it. Pile number 3, Spirit, what predictions, what messages do you have for pile number 3 from now until the end of the new year, Spirit? Okay, we have death coming through in reverse. So there's something that Spirit wants you to let go of. Pile number 3, there's something that Spirit is trying to communicate to you that it needs to end. It needs to be released. This could be someone, a Scorpio relationship that you've been holding on to, Scorpio, sun, moon, or rising. But it's time to stop resisting the change. It's time to surrender so that Spirit can open new doors for you, so that Spirit can carve a new path for you. I feel like this thing is hard to let go of because you're still holding on to hope. I'm paying attention to this robe. I feel like someone might have made a gesture, or there was some sort of sweet gesture that was made where you were like, well, maybe this is a sign that I'm supposed to stay in this. No, it's not a sign that you're supposed to stay in it. And I'm not mocking you. We're just human, so I know how it goes. It can be very, very uncomfortable. And I feel like Spirit wants me to take some time on this just one card and see what this is, Spirit. Can you clarify on this death in reverse? Can you clarify on this death reverse in pile number 3? The Moon and the 2 of Cups in reverse. Something that was shown to you. There was something that was revealed to you. This could be a connection that you have, a relationship that you have, something that you thought was divinely for you. It was divinely guided for you. And I feel like it's run its path. It's run its course. There's some information that might have recently come out or hasn't come out yet. Let's see. Can you clarify? This could be with the Cancer. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm going to just keep it a stack. I feel like some of you guys are starting new things and getting into new situations before you deal with the old shit, basically. Spirit wants to make sure that you end those ties, you end those things for good, so that you can fully focus on this new opportunity, so that you can focus on this new relationship, so you can focus on this new thing. You have to let this go. You have to let it go. There is some sort of soulmate connection with this person too, but I do feel like it has run its course. It's run its course. This is a karmic connection that has run its course. And Spirit is actually helping you move forward and get through it with this new thing. All right. I feel like that was specifically about relationships. Or this could be this old job or this old identity that you're holding on to, this old version of yourself that you're holding on to, something that you have an emotional attachment, an emotional connection to, because it's been a part of you for your whole life. It's like some of you guys are going through an ego death. You're going through an ego death or a death of an old persona, a death of an old version of you. All right, Spirit. What other messages do you have for pile number 2? I mean, pile number 3. Don't kill me, y'all. I always fuck up the numbers. The information gonna be there, but there's something that's gonna be a little off. And that's just the real. That is just the real. All right. All right. What other messages do you have for pile number 3, Spirit? Pile number 3. Divine Masculine. So some of you guys are going to be healing the relationship with the divine masculine. This could be the part of you, your masculine energy. Maybe it's time to work on that solar plexus chakra, work with that sun energy, that raw energy, to kind of prepare yourself to chase certain things, to pursue certain things, be in the pursuit of these things. You're trying to find your balance, though. You're trying to find, okay, I see here. You have the moon here, which represents your emotions. You're trying to balance your intuition and practicality. You're trying to balance your femininity and your emotional and your intuitive gifts versus what makes sense for you. You're trying to find that balance, and I feel like some of you guys are trying to cut off your feelings or cut off your personal connections so that you can get into the bag. And Spirit is saying, like, that's not the way to go about it. You need the divine feminine to feel things out, to be your divine companion, to be your guide, to lead you. You can't have the masculine without the feminine, and you can't have the feminine without the masculine. So both of these things you guys might be working on, which is crazy, because that's something that I've been working on. I told y'all y'all my cousins. All right, Spirit, can you clarify on this divine masculine energy for pile number 3? Divine masculine coming here with the 4 of Wands and the 8 of Cups. Here you go. So there is going to be something that you celebrate this month. There's going to be something that you celebrate. You might be attending a birthday. It might be your birthday. It might be a housewarming, a wedding, some sort of congratulations, some sort of level up here. And then you have this 8 of Cups is like, ooh. Okay, this is very oddly specific, but I feel like someone might be connecting with an ex or going to celebrate an ex. Maybe they moved on, but you guys are still friends. And you might have to go to this. This is very specific, but you might have to go to that event, or you feel, not I'm saying you might have to, but you might convince yourself that you have to go to that event, or you have to go to that thing to like bury the hatchet, or to remind yourself that it's over. Or you might have to put your personal feelings aside, whether this is an ex-friend or someone that you've lost contact with or been disconnected with. You guys had a relationship in the past, but something happened. And I feel like you have to kind of be a bigger person and celebrate them, or they're going to be a bigger person and celebrate your child. I don't know. I just know what I'm feeling, and I know what I'm hearing. All right. Pile number 3. You guys are very, very intuitive. You manifest opportunities quickly, I feel like, and you also feel things before they come into fruition. And I think that you might even get uneasy sometimes because you know that a shift is about to change. Maybe you have a dream about it before, or there's some sort of synchronicity here. But I feel like you guys know how things are going to play out before it plays out, and I think it gives you some anxiety. And there might be something that actually plays out by the end of the year that you already have been feeling, that you've already been sensing, something that you really, really want. You're manifesting something. Something is coming into fruition right now. You guys are supposed to be maybe getting new journals, writing things down, setting your intentions, writing new intentions, meditating with your guides. You are supposed to be, some of you guys that are listening to this, you're supposed to be booking, and I don't say that to like promote my services, but some of you guys after this reading are going to feel called to book a spiritual consultation with me, because you want to manifest intentionally. You want to manifest through divination or through spiritual guidance. You want to take an intuitive approach to what it is that you're calling in and what it is that you want and what spirit has aligned for you. So this might be your call, your confirmation to book that session with me or book that session with someone else. But I'm not going to promote that. I'm promoting me because don't nobody do it like me. Okay? But we're definitely supposed to be, pile number 2, you guys are supposed to be spending a lot of time in meditation. You're supposed to be maybe taking more baths as well, more spiritual baths. Connecting with your heart space and manifesting from that portal. You're manifesting from your heart. And some of these things aren't even new. It's like you're activating a part of yourself. Okay, Spirit, what else can we expect for pile number 3 by the end of the new year? Actually, I want to focus on the Magician. Spirit, can you clarify on the Magician for pile number 3? Can you clarify on the Magician for pile number 3, Spirit? You are manifesting radical change. You are manifesting miracles. You are manifesting divine blessings, something that only you could have seen for yourself. And I don't even know if this is something that you could have seen for yourself, but this is definitely something that your guides, your spirit guides, are supporting you with. Your spirit guides supporting you with. And maybe they already communicated to you what this thing is and you're in denial. You're in denial that you're aligned with this thing, or you're in denial that this is what you actually want. You're in denial of what you want and what you desire. And Spirit is like, get with the program. Can you not see the abundance that will be available to you? Clarify on this Magician, Spirit. Again. What did I say, y'all? The High Priestess and the Four of Swords, you're sleeping on your intuition. You're sleeping on the intuitive guidance. You're sleeping on what Spirit is telling you. You're speaking on what your higher self is telling you and communicating to you. I'm not telling you anything that you do not already know. Pile number 3, you guys are very intuitive. Your guides speak to you. Spirit speaks to you. You get the confirmations. You get the synchronicities. You get it. You get all of the things, but there's something that you're ignoring. Or it's just you were waiting for the right time. Maybe you were waiting for the right time, but Spirit is going to wake you up. All of these cards have their eyes closed. You have the King of Cups, you have the High Priestess, you have the Magician. You guys are going to, and you have the Four of Swords. Do you see everyone has their eyes closed? Everyone is in that void space. You are in the darkness. You are sitting in that space of infinite possibilities. You are trying to conjure and figure out mentally and actually tune in and tap in with that feeling of what you want. What is it going to look like for you? When you close your eyes, from the time that you wake up, what is your surroundings going to be? What is your day going to look like? How are you going to feel? Those are the things, pile number 3, that you guys are going to be manifesting with. I also feel like you guys are probably be getting a lot more rest, a lot more sleep. You might be having some prophetic dreams as well. Some intense dreams, some dreams that wake you up. Or there's some information that comes up that wakes you up. Something that was unknown, something that was hidden. You do have the Moon and the High Priestess here. But you guys are intuitives. I'm not telling you anything that you don't know. And in fact, I feel like this divine masculine energy is coming through because I feel like you want to plan for the new year. You want to get your shit together. You want to start making those moves. You want to start walking in this truth or walking in this path. Like you want to get it popping, but Spirit is like, you're not supposed to be doing that. You're supposed to be resting. You're supposed to be manifesting through vision boards, through visual techniques, through meditation. That's what you're supposed to be doing. And Spirit will give you the vision of what you're bringing into fruition, or what it is that you need to actualize that thing, what it is that you need to materialize this thing or to bring it into your life. Spirit is going to let you know what that thing is through your meditation. So you guys are going to be you're going to be getting some clarity on what moves to make and what passions to choose and how to move forward. And it's coming through your spiritual meditations, through your rest, and through your dreams. Wow. Okay. Spirit, what else can we expect for pile number 3 from now until the end of the year? I'm hearing like you just need to catch your breath. You might have already been, this past year would have been you in that divine masculine energy, you calling in opportunities and you moving, being on the go. And now it's time to take the rest of this year to kind of be in contemplation, to actualize and to envision what that next step is going to look like for you, and work on manifesting the tools and resources that you need to help bring this thing to life. You need to sleep on it. I feel like there's some options that you'll have. But there's something that you might be walking away from too. All right, pile number 3, Spirit. What else can we expect for pile number 3 from now until December 31st, 2021? Okay. Letter. So you guys are definitely supposed to be journaling. You're supposed to maybe get a new journal, a new vision journal, a manifestation journal. I have one. Like, yes, I do my candle work and I do my spell work and I write those petitions, but whatever it is that I write in my petition, I also write in my manifestation journal so that all of my intentions are in one place. So that might be a new practice that you work on. There might be a letter that you get in the mail. There might be some money that is coming to you in the mail, or you get an offering letter of a job, for a job or something else. Might be a DM that you get, an email that you get. Okay, it's coming through with young woman. You guys might have an ancestor or guide that is going to be communicating with you or speaking to you. This might be a feminine energy, or you might have an ancestor or a sister or an aunt who passed away that you're supposed to be writing to, or like maybe writing letters to, or communicating with. That might be your spirit guide. Room. Yeah, I feel like this is a spirit guide coming through for you guys. Wow. Pay attention to the activity that's happening in your room. They might be communicating to you through little shifts, like your door kind of cracks and you're like, okay, there was no draft in here. Just pay attention to your surroundings and to your environment, because I feel like there's a guide that's trying to show itself to you or reveal their presence to you. But again, they might show themselves in your dreams. Maybe you'll see them when it's just you and them in a room. Constancy just came up on the divine masculine. So spirit is saying, like, some of you guys are going to be, there are going to be a few of you guys that start making moves and being consistent with your follow-up and your follow-through. Like you're setting certain routines and patterns for yourself. You're working on your consistency. How you can be consistent and create. Ooh, I just heard actionable plan, but that's not what I wanted to say. But maybe you're supposed to, maybe you'll be creating an actionable plan, but creating routine and patterns and habits that allow you to also focus on your spiritual practice, because that's a huge deal for you guys. You need to be spending more time in meditation. And that's spirit yelling at me too, because whew, that's a read. Okay. What final message do we have for pile number 3? Oof. All right, we just flew out. Strength and the Knight of Wands. Spirit is saying, like, we're getting our vision together. We're getting our vision together. We have to preserve our strength, Spirit is saying. We have to preserve that energy. We have to preserve our energy and make sure that we're not exerting too much energy into shit prematurely. We want to make sure that we have our vision matured. We have things in order before we start making those moves. And the strength is like, you might have to wait a little longer. It's not ready yet. I'm looking at this like baby lamb. It's still a baby. That vision is still swirling in the universe. You're still getting clear on what this thing is. But call on your guides, because they're here to support you. You also have Leo energy here, so you might be a Leo. Some of you guys might be working on your physical power, making commitments to your physical journey, your health journey, and your wellness journey as well. Okay, y'all. That's all I have for you. I hope that these messages resonate. Thank you for trusting me to deliver. Let me know in the comments what you think. If you want to dive deeper, you can book a one-on-one session with me. And yeah, if you feel called to return the energy exchange, you can hit my Cash App, my Venmo, or my PayPal. All right, y'all. Love you. Bye.